luck, everybody. We'll start with this bottom row here and work our way up. Good luck. Empty box. And I'm going to try to do more Saturday streaming again, so time to start ramping up, I'd say. I do show all the cards, but I try to go through the base pretty quick, so we should get through this pretty quick. All right, we got Chase Young for Washington, Joshua Kelly for the Chargers, Patrick Queen for Baltimore, Chase Young again. We got Antonio Gibson for Washington on the die cut, Jason Huntley for the Eagles, Keyshawn Vaughn for Tampa Bay, little Zach Moss action for Buffalo. We got Brian Edwards for the Raiders on the silver, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the turbocharged, Tony Gonzalez unbreakable, Keyshawn Vaughn, Derek Brown for Carolina, a little Tua action, and more Tua action. Tua action everywhere. All right, we'll go to Chrome and then go back to Select. Hopefully the next Select will be a little more QB friendly. All right, McFadden. Dicker. We got Reed Blankenship on the refractor and Quincy Riley for the Saints starting us off. Burns, Smith. We got Ricky Pearsall going to Steve Turner for the Bears. Oh, very nice, Colton. Yeah, it's nice to see some of those old players you don't see anymore. Gibbs on the Fortune 15. We approve. And Jaden Higgins on the red, white, and blue going to the Texans. Derek Brown on the refractor. A little Tua. He just won't go away today. And Emin Mori for Seattle. We got Tim Patrick going to the Jags. Former Lion. I thought he was pretty good with the Lions. I was hoping they'd keep him. Slayton Robinson. We got Chris Jones for KC and Devin Neal for the Saints. Sweat, Darnold. We got Justin Jefferson on the power players. And a little Braylon Allen on the free for the Jets. All right, with that. All right, Select. Let's go. Empty box. I see T. Higgins. Maybe we can get a Burrow to go with him. T. Higgins. We got James Morgan for the Jets. Luton for the Jags. Jerry Jeudy for Denver. Forgot about him. DeAndre Swift for Detroit. All right, we got Arnett for the Raiders on the die cut. Little Josh Allen die cut for Buffalo. Laviska Shenault for the Jags. Isaiah Simmons for Arizona. Ooh, a little silver Jalen Hurts. We'll take that, Kersaxon. Very nice. We got Jerry Rice on the Unbreakable. Turbocharged Lambjack. Tie-dye, 17 out of 25. That's a nice little hit for Baltimore. I think that's 238. That's a nice little hit there, 238. We approve. Very nice. We got Jerry Jeudy, Van Jefferson for the Rams, and a little Mahomes action. Yeah, that's sweet. Lamb Jack, tie-dye, turbocharged. We approve. We approve of that for sure. All right, let's see. I guess we'll go up the line. 2021. These are the bronze ones. And pretty much 50-50 I've seen through the years on this product with the auto or the mem. Some of them say auto and mem, and 9 out of 10 times it's a mem. But this product, I think it's truly 50-50. We get a lot of autos out of these. So hopefully today we got an auto. We had a mem yesterday. So Larry Roundtree for the Chargers and Marquez Stevenson for Buffalo starting us off. We got Ramondre on the Elite Series rookies and a Javonte Williams for Denver. We're okay with that. Yes, we are. All right, we got Nwangwu for the Vikings on the silver and Asante Samuel for the Chargers. Rich Gannon for the Raiders on the Retro Series and a Josh Palmer for the Chargers. Seems like the Chargers and the Rams are always loaded in this product. All right, we got a little Travis Etienne on the bronze. We approve. And Jabril Cox for the Cowboys. Definitely okay with that. Oh, we got an auto. We got an auto. Good luck, guys. We got PS2 for Denver. Take that. And auto. Come on, be good to us. Javonte Williams? How about that? Going to Denver on the auto. Very nice. Yeah, we do. We approve. Like I said, they're about 50-50 on those autos. Those are great. Great product. Zach Wilson on the free for the Jets. Only thing missing now is a downtown. We got Frank Darby for the Falcons and Penei Sewell for the Lions. All right, Trayvon Moehrig for the Raiders and a Trey McKitty for the Chargers. Come on, last pack. Kenny Golladay for the Giants on the silver with a Smith Marset for the Vikings. Wrapping that up. Downtown. But you know what? We got another crack at it. 2023. Good luck, everybody. Empty box.
We got a little Bijan action. Take that, Falcons. Jordan Battle for the Bengals on the silver. Ringo for the Eagles. And a little bit of base. Darius Davis for the Chargers. Miles Murphy for the Bengals. Aaron Donald on the My House. Going to the Rams. All right. Jalen Hyatt for the Giants. Ooh, a nice little Gibbs. We'll take that, Lions. Jaden Reed on the blue going to Green Bay. We approve. We approve of that. Former Michigan State Spartan. By the way, we approve. Go green, everybody. Hey, Lion Hunter, you showed up just in time. A little JSN for Seattle. We approve, Savannah. Deontay Banks on the silver, going to the Giants. Demario Douglas, hidden potential. Don't hide that potential. There's no need to hide that. Throw out the go green, and Lion Hunter appears to finish the phrase. We approve. Tyler Scott going to the Bears. Mapu for New England. Oh, Peter Skoronski. I forgot about him for Tennessee. How do you forget? How soon we forget. I'm sorry, McLaughlin. Almost passed him right by. For Denver, Jake Moody. Daniel Jones on the silver. And Debo. There you go. Steve on the threads. That's a nice little color match. I like that. Little Debo action. All right, let's see if this Phoenix box will be as good as yesterday's. Very impressed with this product. Empty box. Yeah, I hope your weekend's off to a good start, Lion Hunter. All right, we got Ty Felton for the Vikings. Hunter Henry for New England. That is 37 out of 75. We approve. A little Tet action on the Paragon. We approve of that too, Carolina. And base. Yeah, those Mojo parallels just look so good. I gotta say, Panini has done a fantastic job on that product. I mean, they just look good. We approve. Lambert Smith for the Chargers. We got Campbell going to Kerr Saxon. That one's not numbered. Travis Hunter on the Thunderbirds for the Jags. And base. Little Travion action. Benjamin Morrison for Tampa Bay. That one is 84 out of 85. Going to Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson on the contours. And more base. Worry for Seattle. Well, there's our auto going to Carolina. Nick Scorton on the auto. That one is numbered 23 out of 99. Going to Carolina. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Thunderbirds. And base. Who had Carolina today? David. There you go, David. We got Thornton Jr. for the Raiders. Luther Burden going to the Bears. We approve. That one is 63 out of 85 for the Bears. Travis Hunter on the Paragon. We approve. And more base. Yeah, those Mojos just look good. All right, come on, last pack. Give us something good here. Kyle Williams. Tyler Warren on the Mojo. We like that. That one is 53 out of 75. We approve, Indy. And lots of base. Base. Indy, that's going to Ryan. That's nice, Ryan. We like that. Very nice. All right, time for some Prism No Huddle. Let's go to the disco. Empty box. All right, good luck, guys. Disco time. We got Collins for the 49ers. Luther Burden again. Williams on the disco. Going to Steve. A little Amon-Ra. We approve. And some base. We love disco Amon-Ra. Yeah, that's my kind of disco right there. We approve. We got Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins, Milroe for Seattle, Jerome Bettis. Take that, Rams. Put him on the Rams. How about that on the disco? A little Jaden Daniels fractal disco. We approve of that too, Washington. And base. Yeah, you know what we need in there? We need Jerome Bettis. But get this, we put him on the Rams. No one will ever suspect. Rocket Ishmael. We got Gunnar Helm for the Titans. Mike Evans for Tampa Bay. Ooh, looks like we got some gold too. Oh, let's just show. Oh, that's our auto. 62 out of 125 on the Mike Evans. Oh, I see that. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. Scatterboo on the auto. That is 8 out of 10. That is fantastic. Look at that. 8 out of 10. That's a beaut right there. Oh, that's wonderful. And some base. How about that? How about that, fellas? Rob? Congrats, Rob. That is fantastic. That's what we like. That's what we like. Oh, yeah. Congrats, Rob. That's awesome. 8 out of 10. Scatterboo auto. That's wonderful. That's just wonderful. Jughead. It's not over yet, Jughead. It's not over yet. There's still some packs to go here, guys. We got Brooks, Taylor, Josie Jewell for Carolina on the disco. Ooh, Trevor Etienne. Take that on the disco rookie. Public. We are a good chunk of the way through. We're heading down the home stretch. Although we're going to move him over there where he belongs. We got Dylan Gabriel, Membu for the Jets, T. Higgins on the disco going to the Bengals. We got a nice prismatic disco, Tyler Warren. We approve on that as well for Indy. No, Public, no. I'll have this on YouTube as quickly as I can today. We got Banks for the Saints, Tootin for the Jags, Brian Burns for the Giants. Why not, Giants? That one is 121 out of 125. Little Tua showing up again on the disco fireworks. You can't stop Tua. I mean, I guess you can. Give him enough concussions, you're going to stop him. Oh, yeah, that Scatterboo is very, very good. Yeah, I was curious if there were any comps on that. Gold Scatterboo? Come on. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, there's a Jackson Dart. Why not, Giants? Keep them coming. Watkins for the 49ers. Giants tearing it up. Brian Burns, that's 53 out of 75. Giants are everywhere. Getting all the Brian Burns. We got Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh, Nolan for Arizona, Nick Bosa. There you go, Steve. That one is 26 out of 99. Nice little color match. Jared Verse for the Rams on the disco. Kid Reporter. Yeah, you picked a good time, Rob. That's a good time. Giants have been doing very well, especially out of that Prism No Huddle. I'm going to have to get more of that because that stuff has been fire. We got Cam Miller for the Raiders. Cordell Stewart going to Pittsburgh. That one is 6 out of 75 going to Pittsburgh. We got a little Saquon Barkley. Prism Break going to Kerr Saxon on the disco. And some base. And one pack to go. Hey, good morning, Stinky. How you doing this morning? You did all right last night with Kansas City, I gotta say. You did very well. All right, good luck here, guys. I'll do a recap when we're done, and then I'll get to work. Williams for the 49ers. There's our boy Jack for the Raiders. Derrick Henry, 238. 32 out of 99. Baltimore did all right today. Can't have everything, Stinky. Can't have everything. All right, let me do a recap here. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to work to get this all shipped today. Derrick Henry was out of 99 for Baltimore. Stewart for Pittsburgh out of 75. Saquon, Prison Break Disco. Nick Bosa out of 99. Brian Burns out of 75. Brian Burns out of 125. Tyler Warren on the Prismatic Disco. Trevor Etienne for Carolina. Mike Evans was out of 125. Jerome Bettis. Jaden on the Fractal Disco. Amon-Ra for Detroit. Tyler Warren on the Contours. That one was out of 75. We approve. Luther Burden for the Bears was out of 85. Travis Hunter on the Paragon. Morrison for Tampa Bay was out of 85. Hunter on the Thunderbirds again. Hunter Henry was out of 75 for New England. Tet on the Paragon for Carolina. Debo on the Threads. Jaden on the Blue. Travis Etienne for the Jags on the Bronze. Ramondre Elite Series Rookies. Nick Scorton on the Auto. That one was out of 99 for Carolina. Javonte Williams Auto for Denver. We had Lambjack on the tie-dye turbocharged. That was 17 out of 25. Jalen Hurts on the silver. And Scattaboo gold. 8 out of 10. That's a beaut right there.